Welcome to the Everyday is a New Day show, the new format. This is where we're going to experience interactive inspiration and tips to move your daily life forward. And I'm really, really excited about this new format. So thank you for being here with us today, whether you're live or on the replay. My name is Kim O'Neill. I'm a transformational coach for big-hearted women who are looking to confidently move forward in their personal and professional life. And today we are using this time for you, and we are going to raise your vibe. We're going to set the stage for you to have an amazing day and amplify that with today's awesome guest. So before we get into the rest of today's show, I do want to do a quick introduction with today's guest. So hello and welcome, Joel.
Thanks for having me, Kim. It's really great to be here. It's such a pleasure to be here on my book launch day. So thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, actually, and that's huge. That's really, really huge. Okay, so let's go ahead and tell everyone the title of your new book.
Well, I have a proof here. So here's the proof copy of the 9 Money Rules Millionaires Use, only the unconventional ones. And I'm really excited. It's been something that I've been wanting to do for many years. And I'm really excited that it's out there to help the world manifest and increase their financial freedom, increase their wealth and money so that they know that they were born to thrive, not just survive.
That's awesome. I love that. Well, I look forward to having you share more about your book with us in just a few minutes here. We're going to start off by first setting an intention. So I want to preface this part. We're simply going to set an intention for how you want to feel. And as a preface to that, just check in with yourself and identify, how am I feeling right now? And you might get a word that comes to mind. You might get maybe a number on a scale of 0 to 10. But just check in with yourself and identify, what are you feeling right now? And know that is perfectly okay to be feeling whatever you're feeling right now. But you next get to set your compass for what would you like to feel next? What would you like to move closer towards? And just identify what that is. Again, it may be a word, maybe a number. Just get a sense about it. And go ahead and file that away in your brain. If you want to type it into the chat for our live viewers, you're welcome to do that. But we're going to go ahead and use this as a barometer for us at the end of the show as well. Okay? Awesome. And I will be first to say, I am feeling both excited and I would say a little nervous. I would like to feel what I'm setting my intention for. I desire to feel expanded. I desire to in such flowing with joy. So that is for me, and we are going to go ahead. Anywhere I hear some added sounds, I'm just going to go ahead and do a little muting. So just note that I would love for you to participate later with adding comments and things like that. And so as there are opportunities for that, do go ahead and please, raise your hand, or you can unmute yourself at those times. And so with that said, we're going to go ahead and move into the vibration raising portion of the show. So I have been able to connect with our awesome Paula Davidson, who is live with us today in our audience. And so what Paula's going to do is Paula's going to come on here and she is going to model what it looks like to be able to actively talk yourself into a better feeling place by answering the question, where does she see herself in 5 years from now? And so as Paula is doing this, we're going to give her in the range of 68 seconds to 3 minutes to really amplify her vibration as she talks about, the vision that she has for herself. And I also want to just, I always love to set the stage and make sure that we're all on the same page, that this is absolutely always a safe space, knowing that we are always all in process and in progress. So as long as we are living, there will always be another space to grow into. So as Paula is talking with us and really amplifying her vibe, the really awesome thing is that everybody here on the show is going to get to benefit from that. So just allow yourself to be open, feel relaxed, and as Paula takes us on a journey, just tap into the energy that she is raising and allow yourself to raise your own vibration as we go on this little journey with Paula. So, Paula, do you have any questions before we begin?
No, it's just basically what I envision for myself in 5 years.
Yeah, what you envision for yourself in 5 years. And let me make the key distinction that when you do this, you always want to talk about it in the present tense. So even though 5 years from now hasn't happened yet, we're going to talk about it now as if it is already here, as if it has already happened. And so you get to talk about all the things that you've accomplished or manifested, anything at all that you desire for your reality. Does that make sense?
All right.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Awesome. I am ready. Go ahead and get started when you are ready.
So, I am so happy that I have paid off all of my debt. I've not only paid off all my debt, I have savings that I have no worries for my financial future. I am so thrilled with my coaching and my Reiki business. I am so amazed at the hope that people get from being able to heal, knowing that there is that option for health and wellness out there. I am so thrilled that my house is complete, that my property now has a walking track around it, that my community and my clients come to my beautiful property and they just bask in just the beautiful nature that is around my home. I am so thrilled to see such awareness and open-mindedness in my community and really around the globe. How love is just spread everywhere. Kindness. The planet is just thriving. Just such an amazing space. I'm so happy. I'm so healthy. I'm fit. I have so many beautiful people that I interact with. It's just wonderful. I just absolutely love it. Is that okay?
And Paula, how do you feel right now?
I feel great.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah. Awesome. And as you were doing that, were there images that came to mind or anything like that?
Oh yeah. I'm very visual. So yeah, I picture things and yeah, plus feelings too. Just woo, especially paying off my debt. Woo.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for doing that with us. And I hope that everyone else who was just listening to her speak those things into existence was able to sense some of that for themselves, whatever it is that you would like to draw into your experience. Is that, I know there was some of that for me. Did anybody else have that experience? Yeah? Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Yay, exactly. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move into the next part of today's show. We're going to add on to the energy that we just tapped into and bring on another audience member. Welcome, Maylin. And we're going to go ahead and move into the inspiration portion of today's show. And I would love to have Joel share with us an excerpt from his book. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards just to see what added messages might want to come through for us as an extension of his excerpt that he's going to share with us.
So thanks, Kim. Thanks again for having me. I am really grateful for you and for everyone live and for everyone listening and watching the replay. And so let's talk about gratitude, because gratitude is rule number 5 in the 9 money rules millionaires use. So this is a story from my book, the 9 Money Rules Millionaires Use, only the unconventional ones. It's 105 degrees. It hasn't gone down since you left. What? Did you give her the cold compresses? Did you give her the baby Tylenol? Yes, we did. Is there anything else you want us to do? No? We're coming right home. Yes, this is the conversation I had with my mom. It was November 2006. I was on the Upper East Side of Manhattan with my wife at the time, celebrating her birthday. So we rush home because my mom was talking about our daughter Morgan, who was not yet 9 months old. She had 105-degree fever. When we got home, she was pale. She was clearly not herself. We gave her more Tylenol. I even gave her a cold bath. And I remember her temperature went down a little bit, but not much. We called the pediatrician, and the pediatrician told us that if the temperature didn't go down the next day, we were to go to the hospital, go to the emergency room. Well, her temperature did go down during the day on that Sunday, but it rose again on Sunday night. And on Monday morning, we went to the pediatrician, who took one look at her, knew what exactly was wrong, and said, "You got to go to the hospital." So we rushed to the hospital. Morgan was immediately taken into the operating room. The doctor looked right at her and had gotten the recommendation for the pediatrician and saw that she had a blocked urinary tract. Now, I don't know how many of you are parents, but when you have a 9-month-old and you're completely out of control and they are putting wires and tubes in her, and then they put this laughing gas over her mouth to put her out, and she was struggling, and they actually asked me and my wife at the time to hold her down so that they could put her out. And it was very painful. You could just imagine. I was crying profusely, as was my wife. And so finally she calms down, and the gas works, and she goes into the operating room. And you know, our tears didn't stop. And I don't remember how long it took, but probably a few hours later, she came out. The doctor had said the operation was a success. And then again, still, we weren't prepared for the fact that she came out of the operating room, and she still had all those wires in her and the intravenous tube. But just shortly, a few hours later, the tube was out, the wires were out, and she was smiling and laughing again, and she was fine. And I remember waking up at 4 o'clock that morning, as I had done for the first 9 months of her life, and she was fine. She didn't need to be comforted. She wasn't in pain. She wasn't crying. And so I tell this story because of gratitude. I am so grateful for Morgan being alive today. She's now 13 and a very vibrant, healthy, happy, intelligent, caring, beautiful daughter. And so gratitude is a really, really powerful feeling. And if you could feel gratitude all day, every day, then there's more and more things that will come into your life to be grateful for. That's the law of attraction. Gratitude may be about the highest vibration, up there with happiness and love and appreciation. Because generally what happens is you're grateful after something happens. But imagine if you could be grateful before the event happens, right? You want to be financially free. You want to be debt free. You want to feel abundant and prosperous. So if you could feel that emotion, that vibration today, well, it's going to come that much quicker. And that's why, for me, gratitude and feeling grateful is rule number 5 in the 9 Money Rules Millionaires Use. So what can you do today to feel grateful? Who can you feel grateful for? Write it down. One of my tips is to create a gratitude journal and write down every morning and every night 5 things you're grateful for. And it could be simple things, just like I got through the day. I'm really grateful it wasn't a great day. I got through it. Or it could be some awesome, amazing things like I'm grateful for Lauren and Morgan, my 2 daughters, because the miracle of life is a pretty awesome thing. But write down 5 things every morning and every night because it will change your vibration. And usually at the end of the day, it'd be really helpful to write down why you're grateful for those things. So something happened during the day today. I wrote down in my journal, I'm grateful for Kim O'Neill. And I'll say it again in the evening tonight because I'm grateful for her having me on the show. And I'm grateful for all of you who are listening live and watching live and who are listening to the replay, because it's important to feel that feeling and feel it before. Kim started the show by talking a little about segment intending, about how you can visualize and think about what you want to happen. So be grateful for things before they happen. In fact, visualization, as we started the show, is another rule number 4. But we'll get into that a little bit later. But I did want to raise your vibe with gratitude. Hopefully you guys feel a little bit more grateful for life today after having heard that story. Kim, I think you're on mute.
Thank you. I said, wow, thank you, Joel. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You would do the same for me.
But yeah, I would. Thank you. That was a powerful story and definitely showcases the importance of gratitude, and how we brought it back to the beginning of the show as well about our ability to be able to flip the script, identify where you are, but also know that we can shift into a better feeling space through things such as gratitude or segment intending, which Paula did wonderfully for us as well. So I just want to add on to the message and see what we get. This is something fun that I like to do and have done in other videos, and so I'm implementing it into the show. I'm going to pull a card from the Abraham Hicks Well-Being Cards deck. So let's see what added message they would like to share with us today. Here we go. Okay. Oh, 2 came out. Okay, so, oh, nice. Okay, the first one, it says, I'm not here to fix anything. I'm here for fun. And there's the first card. And the back of it says, you are not here to fix anything because nothing is broken, but everything is continually changing and expanding. Release your struggle and seek joy and fun. And in doing so, you will align with the fantastic expanding rhythm of this universe. Joel, how about that? Doesn't that fit with your story even?
Absolutely. And it's something I work on every day. And it's something I think everyone should work on every day, to think about putting fun into their life. You're working, you're going to your corporate job, or you have your own business, but do something fun every day for you, because that also raises your vibe, right? So in my book, I talk about happy habits. So what habits make you happy? Make it fun, right? For me, I love to listen to, the first thing I do in the morning is I listen to inspirational songs to raise my vibe. First thing. So maybe pick some songs in the morning that you love to listen to that are fun, that make you dance, get around, enjoy, move your body. Exercise is another one. Getting out in the sun, getting out into nature.
Absolutely.
And even just talking, I journal every morning as well. What are the positive things in your life? What positive aspects are going on that make you feel good, right? I love to exercise. I love to play games with my daughters. I love to play ping pong. Try to do some fun things every day. Get a massage, get a manicure, pedicure. Do things that you enjoy for you every day.
Absolutely. And the other thing that I'd like to highlight about this is how it says, release your struggle. You know, this is partly what's also behind this new format that I really wanted to bring in is, you know, when I first started the Every Day is a New Day show, it was, I really wanted to provide a space of hope and also inspiration for people to know that they're not alone. Whatever you go through, you're not alone. We all go through challenging, struggling times. But I noticed to some degree, there was an element to rehashing the story and staying in it. And although it's very therapeutic and healing to absolutely get that out of us, it's also key to remember that we do have that deliberate choice to flip the switch and step into a better feeling space. And so that's what I wanted to provide with this show. So I love that this is really amplifying that, and it's not shaming the story or anything, but it's really stepping in more into that space of empowerment, of remembering that there's so much more that we can tap into regardless of what's already happened in our life. The other card that came out, and then we're going to move into the interview portion with Joel, is, this is nice, the vibrations of my being influence the universe. Oh my gosh. Okay, everything vibrates and is communicating, reacting, responding, and integrating with other vibrating things. Oh, I love this. Once you begin to offer your vibrations on purpose, now you are in absolute control of your experience. Wow. Okay, so this is totally speaking to, we've got this was amplifying what Joel shared with us, and this is totally amplifying what my intention is with this show. And so I did this today because this is what happens. Let me know in the comments if you guys have noticed this in your life. When we talk about and start to spend energy in any one direction of our life, the universe is absolutely going to respond. Everything vibrates and is communicating, reacting, responding, and integrating with other vibrating things. So these cards are an extension of the messages we've already shared here on the show, and I absolutely love it. So wonderful, wonderful. If you would like me to pull a card for you, and I'm speaking to everybody that's here live today, I will go ahead and pull one card for 2 people at the end of today's episode. Okay, awesome. We've got Paula, and if there's anybody else that would like me to pull a card, just type so in the comments. And Lillian, awesome. Okay, so the end of the show, we will do that as we wrap up. So let's go ahead and move into the interview portion of today's show, getting to learn more about Joel. And Joel, I'm going to go ahead and, for anybody who you've already shared, of course, you've already shared some of your background with us, but I want to go ahead and just give everyone a little bit more about you by reading a nutshell of your bio. So Joel Salomon is a prosperity coach, best-selling author, award-winning speaker, and an ex-hedge fund manager. He works closely with his clients to help identify and overcome the roadblocks standing in their way of personal financial freedom. In 2018, he published the bestseller Mindful Money Management, Memoirs of a Hedge Fund Manager. And in September 2019, today, his second book, The 9 Money Rules Millionaires Use, Only the Unconventional Ones, is now published. And with that said, Joel, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you, as I said earlier, and I'm so grateful to be here. It's a very exciting day to start seeing the reviews coming in, and it's I'm starting to change people's lives, those I haven't yet. And my goal, my mission, Kim, is to help at least 100,000 people become financially free. So this is going to help me get there.
Wow, I love that huge goal. That's awesome, Joel.
Thank you.
So go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and share with everyone today that your book is now on Amazon, and you actually have allowed it to be, the Kindle version, to be free for the first 48 hours, correct?
Correct. So go on and buy it right now. Well, don't buy it, but you're clicking on it for free. So you get it for free. Download it for free. Anyone who's watching the replay, you have until September 6th to get that. So do it. But I'm also going to give away one free signed paperback copy as well today to someone who's on the show live. So we'll do that later as well.
That's very exciting. Okay, so Joel, I would like to first know what inspired you to write another book in just less than a year and a half?
Yeah, less than a year and a half. Yes. So great question. The first book was not the book I really wanted to write, to be open with everyone. This was the book I wanted to write. And this is a true personal stories, as you read, Kim. There's a lot of opening of the kimono, as it were. And there are a lot of things I didn't share in the first book that this book gets into some really deep personal fears that I needed to overcome. We talked about struggles already, and I don't want to focus on struggles, but everyone has struggles. I've had my own, many of them, and many fears. And so that's why chapter 3 is called Choose Faith Over Fear. And so I wanted to share with the world that, everyone loves heroes, right? Everyone loves the success story, but you don't hear the backstories too much. So I wanted to share the backstory, overcoming the difficulties and struggles to get to where I have gotten to, and how I lived my dream of becoming a hedge fund manager, which if you asked me 20 years ago, what's your dream, Joel? I would have said hedge fund manager. And so I achieved that dream, but now I have a different dream, as I said earlier.
Nice. And gosh, well, congratulations to you for accomplishing your dream as a hedge fund manager. That's really exciting. I love that we all have different dreams, and wow, I'm excited for you. That is really awesome. So
yeah, so the reason why I wrote the book is I wanted to be able to give people lessons and processes and specific things to do, because believe it or not, I did get some criticism on my first book, which was, so what do I do now? Like, I read what you did, but I don't know what I need to do next. And so this book has specific processes in place to pick stocks, to invest in real estate, how to manifest, how to visualize, set up a gratitude journal, as we've already talked about, how to shift your doubt from limiting beliefs, shift your beliefs from limiting beliefs to empowering beliefs. Hashtag doubt the doubt. Doubt the doubt. Why is the doubt right? Have faith in your dreams and desires. Don't have faith in your doubt. I mean, there's no reason to continue to doubt yourself or your dreams and desires. So have faith in those dreams and desires.
will you talk a little bit more about how you do that? How do you doubt the doubt?
Great question. So I use a lot of the techniques in the book, right? So, you know, I do affirmations. And so that's actually in the appendix. I have powerful affirmations that I use for abundance and prosperity in the appendix, but I have affirmations that are actually free on my website. You can listen to, if you're okay with my voice, you can listen to my audio files that are free on my website under the programs drop down under manifesting. I have about 10 or 12 audio files I listen to every morning to raise my vibe, to get me to believe in myself, in my dreams, in my desires. So I truly, strongly believe in affirmations. And this is one way to just raise your vibe, get you to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams and desires. The other way is persistence. So don't give up, right? Persist. You have a dream. Put the dream into place by doing specific things, steps that you can take. As Mike Dooley says, baby steps. Take some baby steps in the direction of your dreams and desires.
Joel, what motivates and inspires you to not give up?
Well, it's helping other people. I mean, chapter 1 in mindful money management is called being of service to others. And it took me a while, to be honest. It took me a while to get to a place where I was like, okay, my true mission in life is to help others, be of service to others. I acted selfishly, some may say, for many years. And so I had this epiphany and shut down my hedge fund to become a prosperity coach, to teach people how to become financially free about 4 years ago. And now that's what inspires me, to help others.
Wow. Well, you talked to us earlier about gratitude and provided a few other tips. I know there was another key tip that you wanted to share with our audience today. Would you like to share that now?
Well, I got a lot. So which one specifically did you want me to share? Because I got 9.
There was one
talk
that
about beliefs.
Sure, that sounds like a great one. Yes.
Okay, so what I recommend to my clients is to write down from 1 to 10 your level of belief in anything. Now, I'm a prosperity coach, so I talk to people about investments and their financial future. But it could be anything. What's your belief level in your dreams, in your desires, in getting that new dream house or that dream car or going on that vacation to the Maldives? What's your level of belief from 1 to 10? I'm on numbers, guys, so write down 1 to 10. 10 is absolute faith. I know I'm going to achieve this. And 1 is massive doubt. There's no way this is going to happen. And if you're not a 7, 8, 9, or 10, I wouldn't go there. So I teach my clients, don't invest in a stock or a house or a property or a commodity or a currency if you're having massive doubt. Because what's going to happen is you're probably going to be selling when you should be buying, buying when you should be selling. You have doubt, things go against you, and you just give up. So you have to doubt the doubt, get to a place where you believe and have faith in those dreams and desires. And that's what happened to me. I tell the story both in Mindful Money Management and in this book about how I put a checkup on my ceiling on June 1st, 2008, after I had manifested cotton balls. And I put that checkup on my ceiling. I said, I don't know how and I don't know why, but I do know that this is happening. I had no doubt, zero doubt. And it didn't matter if it came in 2009 or 10 or 15 or 2019. And I put that checkup on my ceiling, and every morning I looked up at it and I said, I don't know how and I don't know why, but I do know it's coming. And every morning and every night I did that. And 18 months later, my boss at Citi called me into an office and said, Joel, you had a good year last year. He slipped a piece of paper to me. I flipped it over. It's within $1,000 of the check I had up on the ceiling, which was 10 times an amount I had ever made in my life.
Wow.
So having faith and having a knowing, that's how it works, right? So 2 years ago, so I have a vision board. I talk about visualizing. Paula already taught us how to visualize a little bit with her 5-year plan, right? So I talk about the steps to visualizing, but one way is to put together a vision board, right? Cut out from magazines pictures of what you want to happen in your life. So I have a whole travel vision board in my bedroom. You don't have to look at it every day. It just has to be there because it gets into your subconscious easily. So 2 years ago, I put up on that vision board Bangkok. I put up 2 pictures of Bangkok, one of the Golden Palace and another of the Temple of Dawn, 2 beautiful structures, amazing structures that have been around thousands of years. And that was there. And last month, I got a trip to Manila, which got me 3 hours away from Bangkok. And that weekend, I had time on my own to go to Bangkok. So I pick a hotel, when I plan my trip, this rooftop hotel that has beautiful pool on it for things that are quite inexpensive in Bangkok. For the average hotel is about $25. So I splurged and I got this one for $70. And it had a rooftop pool and bar, looked pretty cool. So I go up onto the roof the second night I'm there, and I'm taking pictures of the Golden Palace and the view of the city. And suddenly I got chills. Because the picture I was taking was the exact view I had on my vision board for the last 2 years. The person who had taken that picture must have taken the picture from that hotel roof because of the exact same view of the Golden Palace.
Wow. Okay.
That's how manifestation works. I have a knowing all my travel is going to happen. I don't know when, I don't know how, it doesn't matter. Just have a knowing, have faith in your dreams, and they will come true. Because as Mike Dooley says, thoughts become things.
Yeah, that is powerful, Joel. Did you take a picture of it so you could compare
I
it
did.
to the
In
one
fact, if you go on my Instagram or Facebook, you'll see a picture of the Golden Palace that I had on my vision board and the picture that I took right above it. Now, my picture's darker because it's at night. The picture of the Golden Palace, they infuse with gold. So it looks all gold and light streaming and so on. But yes, amazing.
Oh my goodness. Well, I love that you talked to us about that because something that I keep hearing lately is, if it's not a 10, then it's a no, or something to that effect. Have you heard that before? It sounds similar to what you were saying.
Yes, it's interesting because I tell my daughters, Lauren and Morgan, don't say always and never. That's me. And chapter 1 is unconventional rules. I'm not a rules guy. So it's, this book is quote unquote about rules, but if something doesn't resonate with you, don't follow it. Yeah. Right? It's just a limiting belief or an empowering belief. And there's no truths in life. So what do you believe? If you believe that you have to be a 10, then you have to be a 10. And probably not a lot is going to manifest in your life. But you can be a 9, 8, 7. It's going to happen. So if you believe it's going to happen, right? So that's my view. That's my belief.
Awesome. Well, tell us why you wanted to emphasize the unconventional rules.
Because there's so many books out there that are teaching the conventional rules. You have to diversify. You can't do it yourself. And rule 8 and 9, 8 is DIY investing, do it yourself. And 9 is don't diversify. Because I found in my career as a hedge fund manager, when I diversified, I actually made less money than if I concentrated. Because a lot of the investments just dumb down my returns, make them weaker. So we're taught, put investments into 100 different types of stocks, or invest in stocks and gold and real estate and this and that. It's not true, again, unless you believe it's true. And I believe that it's a lot based on fear. So don't diversify. And the other thing I emphasize is DIY investing, because you're taught almost from the day you're born, you can't do it yourself. And I completely disagree with that. You don't need an MBA in finance to be an amazing investor. I know a guy who doesn't even know the stocks. He's a technical analyst. He looks at the price and the volume. He doesn't even know what the company does. And he makes money all day, every day, because he believes that that's the way to make money. So it's pretty amazing, right? But you can make money if you say to yourself, lucrative opportunities always come my way. If you say, I am a money magnet, then they do. Lucrative opportunities do come your way. And you are a money magnet. And financial freedom can be yours. Just doubt the doubt.
Awesome. Well, Joel, we are going to start to wrap up. If anybody had any questions for Joel, feel free to go ahead and type them into the chat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull cards for our two of our audience members, Lillian and Paula, who volunteered earlier. And Joel, while I'm doing that, will you go ahead and tell everyone where they can connect with you?
Absolutely. What I was going to say is, if you want to win that free signed paperback book right now, or for those who are listening over the next, it's going to be for live viewers, so just live viewers. Text to the number 66866 9 Money Rules. 9 Money Rules to the number 66866. It'll ask you for your email. Put in your email. You're not only going to get a possibility of winning the 9 Money Rules, but you will get this white paper called 5 Mistakes New Millionaires Make. That's a free white paper I wrote just for you guys. Okay, so you'll get that free white paper. Just send in your email, and one of you is going to win that free paperback copy of the 9 Money Rules signed by me. So you can find me on salomon.com or joelsalomon.com. So Salomon is SALAURMOR.com. It's named after my daughters, Lauren and Morgan. That's the name of my company. So you can find me there. You can also email me at joel@salomon.com.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Joel. And joel@salomon.com.
Yep, SALAURMOR.com.
Perfect. So just go ahead and put those into the chat for our live viewers. And thank you for being here, Joel. I hope you will stay here with us as we just do a final wrap up. These messages that I've pulled were just the cards that popped out as I was thinking of Paula and Lillian, but I also believe that messages are always for whoever's also hearing them. So if this resonates for you, then this may be a message for you as well. So Paula, as I was thinking about you, the card that popped out is, actually, let me change the view here. The card that popped out is, I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. I hope you can see that clearly. And the back says, today and tomorrow can be very different. Oh my gosh, this is like my ending to the show. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Wow. Today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Look for things to feel good about and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. Oh my God, right, Paula? I see you clapping. Oh my gosh. So yeah, incredibly, that's awesome. So today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday if you can let yesterday go and focus on today. And so I just want to add to, what we did earlier with Paula, talking about where does she see herself in 5 years, even though it's something that, if we're going to look at a calendar, right, 5 years hasn't happened yet, but she's creating that vibration and energy today because her power is in the today. And also speaks right to how we did at the very beginning, accepting where we are today and knowing that we can still choose to point our compass as we move forward and in generating what we want to experience next. So that was beautiful. So thank you for raising your hand for that, Paula. And Lillian, when I was thinking of you pulling the cards, the one that popped out is, it is not my work to control others. And the back of the card says, trying to limit anybody about anything defies the laws of the universe. It cannot be done. You cannot control others, but you can control and create your own reality. I think this is really good for all of us to know because, we're always all interacting with each other, and which means sometimes, our energies bump up against each other, right? And we may have this inclination, and Lily and I'm just speaking, so I don't know if this resonates with you or not, but our energies bump up against one another, and we may have this inclination to want to, gosh, I wish someone else would do something different, or wish they would change, and one of the best things we can do to actually have some influence over a situation is to bring it back home. It's start with you first and really aligning your energy, and anywhere we feel in our body that tension related to any situation, whether it be maybe another person or anything else, if we can just connect to that and allow it to be released, then we're going to actually experience even greater flow within our body and ability to have, any sort of control in other areas of our life. So wonderful messages. Thank you both for volunteering. And okay, it resonates. Awesome. Well, I thank you all for being here with us today. Awesome. As one final wrap up, and I know we had Maylin came in a little later, but I would love to get your takeaways on this. For those that set that intention at the very, very beginning, you said, this is what I'm feeling right now at the start. Here's where I'd like to be by the end of the show. There's no judgment about where you are, but I would just, if you'd be open to sharing your feedback on if you've noticed your emotional state or vibrational state, energetic state having shifted in any way, would you be open to sharing that with us? I would love to know, and you're welcome to either type in the chat or raise your hand. All right, Joel, yeah?
I'll go first because I was feeling the same as you. I was feeling very excited, but also a little nervous, of course, but also grateful as well. And so my intention was to feel excited and happy and blissful as well as grateful at the end, and I do feel that way. So I love the segment intending aspect of life. You can do it throughout your day, right? Not just here for this, but in every meeting, every coaching call, every coaching meeting, every workshop you could have a segment intention, say, I want this to go this way, and think about it and see how good you feel at the end, because bliss and happiness and gratitude and appreciation and passion are all the highest vibration.
Absolutely. And Paula, would you mind touching base with us and just checking in about how you're feeling now? I'll let you unmute yourself.
Yeah, I feel great. I thought, Joel, you have a wonderful voice, and I'm very inspired, and I want to read your book. I feel great. I mean, my vibe is up even more. I guess I was a little nervous too to start. I'm not at all now. I just feel great, oh yeah, I'm going to rock this day. So.
Awesome. Yes. Sorry, what was that?
Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. I know I touched base with you a little last minute to see if you'd be open to doing that. And I really appreciate you being open and willing to do it. The other thing I want to say is what's really awesome is it's not always about, this is for all of us. It's not always about getting to this super high vibe, excited place. I mean, Paula, simply by her acknowledging, that she'd been feeling a little nervous and now she's not. That right there is stating there's been a shift in the vibration, which has been a rise. And I know we have Mei Lin here saying, great to get to know both of you a bit better and in alignment for sure. Yay, Mei Lin. I am so happy to hear that. So fantastic. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. For those that were live with us and all those that are going to see this replay, remember, wherever you are today, which literally could just mean this minute, this second, this moment, does not have to be where you are tomorrow or the next minute, the next second. By using any of these simple processes, that is enough. You are enough. And all it takes is a decision and making that decision to raise your vibration and point your compass in a different direction. If that is something you desire for yourself, you absolutely have the power to raise your vibration and experience that new day. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all again soon. And if you have not yet joined the Every Day is a New Day Facebook group, you're welcome to connect with us there and continue to interact with us and enjoy the positive, uplifting vibes that we are generating in that community. Would love to see you there. Have a fantastic day, everybody.